Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. Before I tell you the story, let me say this. Sometimes a story comes up out of nowhere. I don't know what the story is, why it's come to me. I don't even know what the lesson is that the story is coming to tell me. But stories and memories will come to us. And if you think about it long enough, the lesson is there. So here's the story, and hope the lesson comes forth. I was a girl, I was in high school at the time. And I was probably just in the ninth grade. I was new to the high school. And there was a girl who went to my church who just didn't like me. I don't know why she didn't like me. I never could figure out why she didn't like me. I did everything I could to get this girl to like me, but she just decided she didn't. And sometimes it's not up to us. Anyway, this girl was deciding that she was going to do something to me. But I was from a family of folks that you didn't quote unquote mess with because I had brothers who would retaliate. So she decided that she was going to involve someone else in dealing with me. So there was a girl in my neighborhood who the whole family was known for fighting. You know, if you did anything to them, they would retaliate, and they were tough. But that girl liked me, and I would speak to her and she would speak to me. It would usually be one or two words back, but that was all she gave, the most she gave anybody. And we had grown up together in these tough situations and circumstances. So the girl from church told the girl from my neighborhood that I was talking about her, and she made up all kinds of things that I supposedly said. So everybody at school was talking about how this girl who was known for just tearing you down, but she didn't get in many fights because she didn't have to. So they said that she was gonna meet me after school. She wanted to meet me. I'm like, what for? I ain't doing nothing to her. That girl knows I like her. So the girl who didn't like me was like, ooh, she gonna get you, and da 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 da. So it occurred to me maybe something else had happened. So the word came out that I was supposed to meet this girl 3 o'clock after school. You, me, 3. So I go to meet her because I'm like, I ain't do nothing. And I know that once we have this conversation, she gonna know I ain't do nothing. So the girl who could really fight was there like, where's Bertice? And I was like, I'm Bertice. Now, she knew me by my middle name because growing up, everybody knew me by my middle name. In the neighborhood, that's what everybody called me. They either called me by my middle name or by my nicknames. And so she was like, you're Bertice? And I was like, yeah. So she turned to this other girl who was there waiting to see the action. Now, there's tons of kids around waiting to see this because it's going to be on. And she's like, you said, and then she called me by my middle name, you said she was talking about me? And she was like, yeah. And she said, I don't like nobody talking about me or my family, but I really don't like nobody trying to use my family to do their bidding. And so the fight that day had nothing to do with me. I mean, it had something to do with me, but it wasn't me in it. That part. I think this story came up for me today because there are always people around who are instigating and trying to pull you into their drama and chaos and confusion. And sometimes there are people who don't like you, who want to pull you into drama, chaos, and confusion because they've decided that they don't like you. It has nothing to do with you. And then they pull someone else in to fight their battles because they know that they can't. Don't allow folks to pit good people against one another just because one other person knows that they're weak. There's a lesson. Weak people are pulling good folks into chaos and confusion And here we are scrambling and fighting because someone else is pulling strings. People, let's come together. Let's come together in love. And those who are pulling the strings, they're about to get their behind whipped. I love you, and I hope you know that there's so many reasons for us to be united. I love you.